Okie dokie, let's have a go at 5 then. We've got 2x squared plus 7x plus 5. So we're back to normal quadratics, aren't we? Nicely arranged. The only thing is, we've got a little snag here because we've got not just x squared, we've got 2x squareds here. So let's have a look how that slightly changes the solution pattern that we'll need to invoke. So draw a pair of brackets underneath. 2 lines for the first, remember, and 2 lines for the second. Doesn't take a moment to do. There we are. First line, first term. See, that should be an IR. First line, first term. There we go. So, line 1, first line, first term. What times what gives 2x squared? Well, because nothing's in the bracket so far, we can put a 2x in one of them and an x in another, can't we? It doesn't matter where we put them to start with, because we could swap them around. But you'll notice it's not symmetric anymore, is it? So the order of the numbers that we'll get probably will make a difference, because you'll have... Anyway, let's deal with the last line. Here's the next piece in the jigsaw. Last line, last term is a 5. So let's put 5 down. Let's put it over here, shall we? Probably better over here. So 5. What possible combinations of numbers? Last line, last term. So what times what gives 5? Well, you've got plus 5. You've got 5 times 1. You've got 1 times 5. Now you'll notice I've put the order in this time, because I think the order will be affected, and we'll say a little bit more about that. Then you've got minus 5 times minus 1 and minus 1 times minus 5. Okay? Now the last piece, those are the 4 possibilities in total. Right? There's nothing else. Simple numbers will give a product of 5. So middle line's middle term. You see the middle line, 2x times something. So you've got 2x times something, and then the other middle line is line 3, is something times an x. So here's the somethings in question. And you'll notice the order does matter, because one is lopsided. There's 2 of these on one side and 1 of those on the other side. So it will make a difference. These aren't the same. They'll give different results, won't they? Yeah, because 2 of those, for example, and 1 of those would be 11. Whereas 2 of those and 1 of those would give 7. So it does matter in this case, because it's not symmetric. The order does matter, okay? So let's look through the list then. This is the question we need to ask ourselves. So 2 of these and 1 of these must give us 7. So if we look down the list, 2 of these and 1 of these, can we spot it? Gives us plus 7. Well, it can't be any of the minuses, can it? So it's got to be one of these two. 2 of these plus 1 of those. Here we go. It's that one, isn't it? So 2 of those. So 2 of those. So that would be plus 1, wouldn't it? And that was line 2. Line 3 was one of these. And we needed a 5. Plus 5. Yeah? There we go. There's all the pieces in the jigsaw then. That's our guess, so to speak. Let's just check that we've got everything right. So we'll get 2x squared. Yep. Then we got 2x plus 5x, which is 7x, and then the last term, 5 times 1 is 5. Yeah, everything's fine. Looks fine. So now we can solve them. We factorized it. So this product equals 0 then when either this equals 0 or this equals 0. So the first thing then, when does 2x plus 5 equal 0? Well, move the 5 over to minus 5, divide by 2 both sides, and you can write that as a decimal if you want, 2.5, no problem. Or a fraction if you prefer. Okay, there's the first one then, x equals 2.5. And then the other one, when does this equal 0? Well, when does x plus 1 equal 0 then? Well, move the 1 over and you get x equals minus 1. Okay, so let's just try that. Minus 1 in here. Minus 1 squared is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 5 is 7. 7 times minus 1 is minus 7. Minus 7 plus the 7 equals 0, yeah. And you can tap that in the calculator if you want to check 2.5 equals as well. I'm not going to go into that, but you can tap it in the calculator if you want to. Alright, to check it's right. But I'm fairly certain, because we checked it here as well, that we're on fairly safe ground, hopefully. Okay, that's number 5 done then. I know I've dragged it out, managed to drag it out again, and hopefully eventually I'll get the knack of speeding things up a bit in the next few now. Great.